Guys, here we are, here we are, here we are. We're at the end of the college football season, and Georgia is your 2022 national champions. Once again, you want to know why? Because they're going back to back. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to TCU for getting their chance to play in that national title game. I'm going to say this here. and a lot of you guys out there need to hear this. Quit it with the stars doesn't matter. The stars doesn't matter, crowd. You guys have gotten me for a very long time, and I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired of it. Everybody that thinks that recruiting a top 5 class doesn't matter for anything and etc. You guys can dismiss me on that. You can dismiss me on that, man. What Georgia showed you was that with the top talent in the nation, you can go out there and you can dominate. Now, don't get me wrong, coaching has to be intact, everything like that. What we just witnessed was matter of fact, hold on. Just to prove my point. Because I'm going to go in here and I'm going to look at the college team talent. All right. The laughing stock was Texas A&M for 2022 because they had lost to App State with all of that talent. So that part I get, fine, whatever on that part. However, you guys have to, like I say, man, you guys gotta stop with this stars don't matter BS because that's basically what it is to me. Forgive me on that, guys. I'm trying to get that lighting straight. But that's basically what it is to me. And once again, Georgia just showed you that with all that talent, with the right coaching, et cetera, you go out there, man, you straight dominate your opponent. You dominate. Georgia defense looked like the defense that we saw last year, just on the second level. And a lot of those guys are very young. A lot of them was very young. All right? So, once again, This here was the top 5 teams this year. Number 1 was Alabama, most talented team. Number 2 was Georgia. Number 3 was Ohio State. Number 4 was Texas A&M. They finally got up there. Number 5 was Clemson. Now the 4th one, Texas A&M. The reason why they had such a shit season, 5 and 7, bad play call. Hard. Team young. You had a couple of injuries, but I'm sorry, that was not the excuse this year. However, the point I'm trying to make is look where Georgia is at and look where Alabama is at. Number 1 and number 2. Look where Ohio State is at. Number 3. Those are your usual suspects for the most talented teams in the country. This is Clemson's first ever time under Dabo Swinney. This is Clemson's first time, period, in school history having the 5th best talent in all of college football. Okay? Having the 5th best talent in all of college football. The points that I'm making to you is that you gotta recruit so you guys can get to that level. The defensive line and the offensive line will win you any football game that you are looking for or thinking of. You wanna know why Nick Saban was able to go on that dominant run like he had and win all of those national titles? Was because of his defensive line and his offensive line. What's the reason to why Nick Saban hasn't won national title lately? His defensive line and his offensive line. Okay? They haven't been dominant over the past 2 years. All right? They have not. What we are witnessing with Kirby Smart and Georgia football is a true powerhouse being built brick by brick, layer by layer. It took Kirby time to get to where he wanted to be. Now he has that team buying in without him even convincing them. They're already bought in on the recruitment. Now they're looking at their mail like, oh, Georgia offered me? Wow. Bro, Georgia offered me. They're looking at it like an Alabama recruitment. And we're not going to compare the two schools, and we're not going to say Georgia's Alabama because Georgia's nowhere near Alabama. However, I will say this. I think we're all witnessing Kirby Smart build a dynasty before our eyes. All right, and it takes time to build a dynasty. We've seen Nick Saban do it. I think we're about to witness Kirby Smart do it in the SEC East. Notice how both of these guys, they aren't in the same division. One is on the West, one is on the East. He's building something in the East, and I will talk to all the fan bases out there in the East if you're listening. If you don't get up off your ass and go and recruit just like how Georgia is recruiting, you will not beat those guys for a very long time. I'm going to say this once again. If you do not get up off your ass and recruit like Georgia is recruiting, you will not beat Georgia for a very long time. In 2023, Georgia is my SEC East champion. I delayed them as my SEC East champion for 2022, and I was all the way correct. I had a feeling they was going to win. I'm going to say this once again. I had a feeling that they were going to win the 2022 college football playoff national title. It was no doubt about it in my mind. Did not know that it was going to be this big of a blowout. All right, so let's get back to the point that I'm making. Your usual suspects are these teams. The only unusual suspect in this top 5 is Texas A&M. All right, and that's courtesy to Jimbo Fisher and what he did to go out and get his recruits so he can get to that Georgia level. Not Alabama's level, but a Georgia level, okay? And even an LSU level. All right? So I'm going to say that once again. It's the reason why he's giving up play calling this year. Did you guys not see Kirby Smart on the sideline? He didn't coach he didn't coach the damn defense. He doesn't call plays for them. Who does he let call plays? He lets his defense coordinator call plays. He damn sure ain't calling offense. Because that is not his that is not his strong suit. All right, so he's not even much going to touch that. However, he runs a defense, or he has his defense coordinator call the best defense he can call during practice. So when that offense goes out on the field, they have seen everything that they have wanted to see already. So when they get out in game day, and look, Curtis said Ohio State, because Ohio State was by far one of the only teams that can stop them. But they've seen literally everything that an offense may have to offer. Well, they've seen literally everything that a defense has to offer. All right, so let's keep on going here. I want to tell you guys TCU's talent. Number 32. Number 32. Like I say, big shout out to TCU for even getting there. Because it takes a lot to get there, regardless from what conference you're coming from. But I will say this, TCU looked like a Big 12 team. They look like a true Big 12 team. What do I mean by that is they look like Oklahoma all over again. In which I remember when Oklahoma played LSU, and LSU just, man, they obliterated them. They obliterated them, man. And you get up and Georgia plays TCU. TCU didn't have as much talent as Oklahoma. But they got out there and they done the same thing. They got obliterated. Once again, shout out to Sonny Dykes for even getting there. But they got beat by the SEC. All right? They got beat by an NFL team, essentially. Just to go ahead and be honest and to be fair, and let's go ahead and tell the truth. They got beat by a pre-NFL team. Kirby Smart is building what he built at Alabama on defense. Now, Kirby Smart has a whole team. All right, man. People are going to have to wake up in this, and I'm going to go back to a couple of more to the talent of composite, and I'm going to tell you guys what it was in 2017. I think Kirby joined Georgia in 2017 or 2018. No, I think it was 2017 when he went there. These were the teams. Number 1 was Alabama, most talented team. 2, Ohio State. 3, USC. You didn't even much hear from USC that year. Number 4 was Georgia. This is what Georgia had. 11 5-stars, 43 4-stars, 43 4-stars, 31 3-stars. This was Alabama. 18 5-stars, 51 4-stars, 13 3-stars. How do you guys think Nick Saban has made his living in college football? Do you think it's just all Nick Saban, or do you think it's some of the talent that has something to do with it as well? Please, man, you guys let me know that part. All right? Because for the last decade that I've been seeing Texas A&M play Alabama and others, Nick Saban runs out there with a whole damn NFL team. Once again, let me stop saying a pre-NFL team, pre-built NFL team. And they go up against college students. Now, understand what I'm saying. Alabama still has college students. They're college students as well. They're built differently. They're wired differently. They're recruited differently. You put all of them on the field with some of the best coaches that you can find around the nation, you're going to win consecutive national titles. That's just that. All right? Kirby Smart was a part of that. He knows what's what. And now he's doing his thing. So, Georgia was number 4. You go down to Texas A&M, they were number 15 in the country. This is what they started with before Jimbo Fisher arrived. 3 5-stars, 29 4-stars, 46 3-stars. I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't going to win that many football games in the SEC, and you're going to get your ass beat. All right? Same can be said for this year, yeah, before you guys come on here and tell me that y'all had the most talent and you still got beat. Once again, I stated my case already. Bad play calling. That's number 1 over anything. And he knew for sure that he needed to go and get him offense coordinator, so he did that. All right, 2018. I didn't even much know this. 2018. Ohio State had the number 1 most talented class. Ohio State didn't win the national title. They didn't win it. They did not win one. This is what they had. 11 5-stars, 55 4-stars, 17 3-stars. Number 2 was Alabama. 12 5-stars, 51 4-stars, 18 3-stars. Once again, Georgia is in this mix. 14 5-stars, 47 4-stars, 24 3-stars. Notice what Kirby Smart changed over the years. You got too many 3-star recruits in here. Although 3-star recruits are good, I'm not knocking those guys at all. But I don't want my team to be built on that. I want my team to be built on talent. What does that mean? Iron sharpens iron. I want that. That's why when you guys complain and be like, oh man, I don't want of them 5-stars. Why not? Why not? What's the problem with it? Egos? Okay. That can be sorted out. That can be worked out. Some will get kicked off the team, some won't. It is what it is. You keep on going here, USC. And this is the reason why many people just can't believe USC. 8 5-stars, 43 4-stars, 22 3-stars. USC's supposed to have been in the playoffs already. But that ain't the point. Then you go down. This is Jimbo Fisher's official recruiting class. Number 16 most talented team in the nation. This is Texas A&M. 1 5-star, 34 4-stars, 50 3-stars. 50. Keep going here. 2019. Alabama. Number 1 most talented team. 11 5-stars, 58 4-stars, 13 3-stars. Notice that Nick Saban does not go below being 1 through 3 most talented team. He does not go below that. That's not his standard. He's not built like that, and he didn't build his program that way. Ohio State, number 2. Notice Ohio State is always in here. That's why they're always picked to win it all. That's why they're one of the teams that's picked to win it all each and every season because of the talent. Because of the talent. Once again, Ohio State, number 2. 13 5-stars. Got more 5-stars than Alabama. 47 4-stars, 25 3-stars. Once again, Georgia's in this picture again. Georgia's in the top 3. Again. 14 5-stars, 45 4-stars, 25 3-stars. Usual suspects. Number 4 is USC. I have no clue how USC kept on getting in here, but USC is a victim to his own success. But once again, you got Texas A&M creeping up. Number 12, they have the 12th best talented roster in the nation. 2 5-stars, 40 4-stars, 41 3-stars. Notice how Jimbo Fisher started making this mark. He started weaving his way in here. It gets to 2020. Georgia has the most talented team in the nation. This is what Kirby Smart continued to build until he got up to that number 1 spot. This is the reason to why they are national champions back to back. Georgia, 16 5-stars, 51 4-stars, 18 3-stars. Notice what Kirby Smart did. Notice what he did. He started recruiting higher profile players. He started having players to buy into his program more than what they were buying into Alabama and Ohio State. He earned that. He had to go out and get that. Alabama, number 2. 12 5-stars, and we all know how Nick Saban feels about being number 2. That ain't a good look. He don't like that. 12 5-stars, 58 4-stars, 13 3-stars. Talent. Once again, the usual suspect here, Ohio State. Back in there again. Ohio State, 14 5-stars, 52 4-stars, 19 3-stars. Now notice this team here, because this team continued to be in the college football playoffs and continued to make championship runs. Dabo Swinney and Clemson. Clemson, number 4 most talented team, 11 5-stars, 35 4-stars, 32 3-stars. See, Dabo ain't going to recruit like these other 3 teams that's above him. This is the only reason to why he's not at number 1. If Dabo did, Dabo would have had the number 1 most talented teams. Notice another team right here, and this is the reason to why a lot of people pick on it. Texas Longhorns. They've been in this top 10 thing for almost like 5 years straight. Texas had the 5th best talented roster. 4 5-stars, 49 4-stars, 30 3-stars. Notice that. Once again, you go down to Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher just keeps making his way. He keeps building. He knew that it was going to take him time because he's in the SEC West and he's in the SEC in general. It's big boys ahead of him. So what does he do? He puts on his big boy pants and he goes and plays the recruiting game. It's tough to say. Oh, it's tough to say. However, Texas A&M 4 5-stars, 38 4-stars, 37 3-stars. Notice how the number of 3-stars started going down. 2021, Alabama gets back on top. Number 1 most talented team. 14 5-stars, 64 stars, and which is I've never heard of. 11 3-stars. Georgia, number 2, once again, most talented team. 19 5-stars, 47 4-stars, 19 3-stars. This is when Kirby Smart made his mark on the college football world and he made his national championship run. Ohio State, once again, usual suspect. Number 3 most talented team. 16 5-stars, 49 4-stars, 23 stars. Clemson, usual suspect again. 10 5-stars, 44 stars, 33 stars. That's them. Once again, Jimbo Fisher climbs back up the ranks again. It's a reason to why people are picking Texas A&M in national title odds nowadays, which is crazy to me, but it's reality. Jimbo Fisher makes his mark. He has the 8th best talented roster in the nation. 5 5-stars, 43 4-stars, 36 3-stars. Once again, Jimbo Fisher starts trimming and trimming. So then you get up to 2022. And this is what shocks us all. The usual suspects again. Usual suspects. 14 5-stars for Alabama, which is the number 1 most talented team in the nation this year. Well, last year. 14 5-stars, 61 4-stars, 9 3-stars. 9 3-stars. That's something. Number 2 is Georgia, which Georgia doesn't fall out of that top 5 rank at all, ever. 15 5-stars, 53 4-stars, 17 3-stars. Who did they start recruiting like? Alabama. In Ohio State. Ohio State, number 3. That's why they played Georgia the way they played. 14 5-stars, 52 4-stars, 16 3-stars. Number 4, Texas A&M. 10 5-stars, 46 4-stars, 25 3-stars. That was unheard of at Texas A&M. So they got in the mix. They made their way in there. Had a lot of people mad, everything. Clemson was right behind. But had a lot of people mad. But then you had Texas down below Clemson. 6 5-stars, 53 4-stars. 53. 25 3-stars. Understand what I'm saying to you. Recruiting matters. If you want to win a national title, recruiting matters. You will not make a living in a transfer portal and think you're going to win a national title by just all transfer recruits. That shit doesn't work like that. Y'all need to get it. Y'all need to start understanding that. I think I just had somebody ask me who all we got in the transfer portal. We got some guys, but trust me, it's going to be some more guys going in there literally after this game, because that's a wrap on the college football season. So now it's a lot of guys looking for new homes. It's a lot of guys that already put in their papers. It just hadn't been announced yet. All right. So once again, Georgia showed you what talent does on a national level against a team that's undersized, undermanned, under-talented. Because let's face it, they wasn't on the same level that they were on. And that's just that. A lot of people are going to say this year, oh, well, man, he was the first year head coach, Like, man, whatever. That's true. But he's been coaching for a very long time. All right? And he hasn't gotten beat like that. All right? So, guys, that's all I have for you, man. I have to go and get in the shower and stuff. But I love all of you. Make sure you tune into the show. I'll be back tomorrow morning, all right? #Eagle. Love you all.